Yes, Mayor and Council, as I have been doing now for several months, during the beginning of the meeting, I do provide update on several points associated with Hyperion. As you know, we're continuing to follow our Assemblymember Marisucci's bill, AB 1216, as it works its way through Sacramento. At this point, on May 10th, at its Assembly meeting, the Appropriations Committee passed the bill. So if you recall, a month ago, we were at the Natural Resources Committee. Now it's Appropriations, so it's worked its way through those two. The bill will now go to the Assembly floor for a vote to see if it will go on to the Senate. Once the date of the vote is determined, we'll post the details on our Hyperion page of the city's website. Actually today, or maybe yesterday, yesterday, we were very fortunate in meeting with the new councilwoman from Los Angeles for the district that includes Hyperion, Councilmember Tracy Park. Her and several members of her staff and the City of Los Angeles Attorney's Office. We met via Zoom. Mayor Boyles, Councilmember Baldino, and myself attended the meeting. Very productive introductory meeting. Councilmember Park was very open, very involved in the conversation of, we gave her the history of Hyperion, where we are, where we'd like to go. She was very upfront about wanting to stay apprised of the issue. So it was it was a pleasure to have someone from Los Angeles at the table with us talking about issues related to Hyperion. You know, it actually even gave me a staff person that I can deal with on a day-to-day basis. As for Hyperion itself, on Tuesday, the 23rd, they will be conducting a planned functionality test on the east 1 mile outfall discharge gate. According to Hyperion, approximately 0.25 million gallons of fully treated and disinfected effluent will be discharged to the 1 mile outfall. All of the discharge effluent will be immediately pumped back to the plant for treatment. So therefore, there will be no discharge of any secondary effluent to the Santa Monica Bay, so that there should not be any effect at all on us. The Perimeter Road project, as you know, has been in works for quite a while. Saturday, work continues to take place from 7 to 3 throughout May with very minimal construction noise. I know that was a problem several months ago, but right now the work is not generating noise at all. And then also, Hyperion continues to share its monthly AQMD reports. As you know, we worked very diligently in getting them to provide those reports to ourselves, to Dr. Stenstrom, and they are continually sharing those monthly reports on updates on the status of their odor mitigation efforts and other ongoing projects directly related to what they're doing out there at the plant. Since May 2nd, AQMD has received 19 odor complaints and issued a notice of violation on May 3rd and May 5th for issues relating to AQMD rules and Hyperion's permit conditions. Neither of those NOVs were odor related. The next AQMD board hearing is scheduled for June 20th. All that information is on our website. And then finally, speaking of Dr. Stenstrom, I've been trying to get him to come to attend a meeting, and he tentatively will be at our meeting on June 20th to give an update on his report and his efforts in dealing with Hyperion. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. George. Any questions or comments?
I just have one question. On the pushing out of to test the 1 mile pipeline, you said they're pushing out treated water and then they're bringing it back to recapture it. Is that just a test? Because obviously they're not going to catch all the water that they pushed out. Right. It's going to be different water. And when they do bring it back, are they just trying to test that they can do that in case of a spill?
Yes, that's exactly the case. They're not going to be dumping anything to the ocean. They just want to make sure that it's working.
Both ways.
Working. Yes.
And then when's the planned full out like emergency test?
They do that every year, and they did that a few months ago, and they let us know, and that went very well.
Okay. And do we participate in that in any way?
Yes, they invited us to be part of that, and we were part of the process. And going forward, we could continue to be part of the process.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.